Hey, everybody, it's Jim Cornette. And if you listen to the Jim Cornette Experience, we want to know more about you because we want to be able to bring you the best in the products and services that we plug and the entertainment that we give and the helpful hints and all that kind of stuff. So if you'll fill out a less than 5-minute anonymous survey and answer some questions for us, we can bring you a better show. Just go to thepodcastsurvey.com/JCE and take a short survey. If you do it, each month, every survey participant will be entered to win a $100 Amazon gift certificate with a new winner each month. One more time, thepodcastsurvey.com/JCE for the quick survey to help us, help you, and help the show.
Working remotely can be a challenge, especially for teams that are new to it. How do you deal with your work environment being the same as home while staying connected and productive? And then there's your newest coworker, the cat. Well, your friends at Trello have been powering remote teams globally for almost a decade. At a time when teams must come together more than ever to solve big challenges, Trello's here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format plus tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Trello keeps everyone organized and on the same page, helping teams communicate, focus, and connect. Teams of all shapes and sizes at companies like Google, Fender, Costco, and likely your favorite neighborhood coffee shop all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
James E. Corny to you and me. James E. Stephen P. Newsies Consigliere. A Q&A podcast with co-host Brian Lass. Tell that guy take off the stupid fucking mask. Keep all your outlaw machos in your shithole bars. Keep all your cosplay wrestlers too. James E. I say thank you, fuck you, bye. Keep your jazz hands off my TV screen. He's had enough of Marco Stunt, the Bucks, and Omega. They're all a bunch of fools. You try your wrist lock, hip toss, cut out all your flipping, flopping. For fuck's sake, all of you tag teams, learn the fucking rules. James E.
Welcome back, my friends, to the quarantine that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, the Jim Cornette Experience, where today, folks, we're going to talk about the feedback from the Dark Side of the Ring episode on the Brawl for All. We're going to talk about the contest to see who can have the stupidest fucking wrestling match ever in history. We'll have some miscellaneous malcontentery. And we're going to have a full-length interview with Kevin Sullivan, where for the first time on a mainstream platform, he's going to speak about the entire Chris Benoit tragedy. That's today and a whole lot more. Joining me today is my co-host, ladies and gentlemen. He's the former keyboardist for the prog rock band Emerson, Last and Palmer, the owner of Last's Brain Salad Surgery and Granola Carryout, the great Brian Last.
Aloha, Jim. A pleasure to be here once again. I'm starting to miss all of my other nicknames as this quarantine continues.
I don't have the goddamn energy anymore to go through. It's just, it was starting to be stressful.
Are you a prog rock fan?
No, I liked Emerson, Lake and Palmer, obviously Carnival 9, and there was some just good stuff on the Brain Salad Surgery album, obviously, but I wouldn't. And there's the occasional Yes epic that I'll sit there and bop my head to, but I wouldn't say that I was just a more glam rock than prog rock.
I always think of my father. One day when I was younger, we were driving in the car listening to New York radio. Must have been Q104 or something. They said, coming up next, we have Yes. My father said, no, and turned off the radio. Hey, do you consider Pink Floyd prog rock?
Which stage?
After Sid Barrett. After Sid Barrett.
God, don't they almost they almost get a column by themselves because they managed to turn elements of prog rock and or the whole synthesizer thing is still melodic, incredible vocals. Don't they get their own category? Has anybody ever, except the Pink Floyd imitators, ever been like Pink Floyd? Did we ever find out which one was Pink?
That was a record company question that they incorporated in Have a Cigar. Yes. Fantastic song.
Dear boy, have a cigar. You're going to go far. You'll fly high. You're never going to. Oh, I'm telling you. It's like the show today. I have the energy because you know what I'm not doing? I'm not wearing a fucking mask right now. And I go to the post office this morning, as I do every fucking morning. We'll get to that. But now, they're saying, well, you should wear the mask. Before they were like, well, maybe you should wear the mask. I don't fucking know, right? But responsible people that aren't fucking wearing orange makeup on the TV have told us now we should wear masks. I've already been wearing the gloves. Now I'm trying to wear the mask. But God damn it, I see people doing it seemingly effortlessly. Now I'm touching my face all the time with my gloved hands because I'm always adjusting this goddamn mask. I had a mask on the wall I could fucking wear, but it's a reverse. It's a wrestling mask. So the mouth is open. Everything else is closed. That's not the fucking point. I'm futzing with this thing. When I get it up over my nose and underneath my glasses, if I bend over, my glasses slip off and fall off, right? Well, if I don't put it on under the fucking glasses, if it's still over the nose, then I'm breathing inside that thing and I'm fucking claustrophobic. And you know how I get tight spaces, too confining. You've seen me in New York. You've seen me have to go out in the fucking street, get some air around me.
The elevator in the Manhattan Center.
The elevator in the Manhattan Center. I will kick a motherfucker in the cunt or punch them in the fucking Adam's apple if I'm in a tight elevator for a long period of time and people are dilly-dallying when the door finally opens. But anyway, so I'm breathing inside the mask, and it's heating me up anyway, and it's unseasonably warm, or at least it was. It was a record high day in Louisville yesterday, 85 degrees this time. Of course, now it's only 55. After the severe thunderstorms, what's next? The locusts. Anyway, I digress. I got this fucking thing over my mouth, and I'm breathing inside of it, and I feel like Michael Myers. I'm a fucking serial killer. People can't tell whether I'm smiling or not. And sometimes I say some things to people where if you can't see a smile on my face, you might take it another way. And it's awkward. And then the woman next 6 feet away from me to the left at the post office, the old woman who's wearing a mask, says, well, if it's not over your nose, it doesn't work. I'm like, but thank you, fucking Emily Post of Mascaras. So I'm trying to get it over and then the goddamn string on the ear breaks. And now it's hanging down limp like fucking Tony Khan's dreams of becoming a fucking serious wrestling promoter after what we saw this past Wednesday night. Anyway, so then thankfully Bree, my dedicated clerk there at the post office, she says, hold on. And she comes back around the corner. She's got one. She's holding it up like that's the last roll of toilet paper at the fucking Taco Bell corporate convention. And I say, oh, thank you. And I put it over. And now this one stays over my fucking face, but I'm breathing. And I don't know if it's that the mask smells like ass or I'm just now getting a whiff of my own fucking breath. But I can tell you this, if we have to wear masks in public from now on when we go out, people are not going to see me very often, if at all, except at the post office. Fucking hell. That's...
And by the way, yes, we are going to have to wear masks going forward everywhere.
Don't look for me. I'll be here in the house with my fucking HEPA filters and my goddamn super duper filtration recycling dehumidification system in a clean environment while you people out there in the fucking world wallow in your pestilences and fucking filth and famine.
Where'd you buy that? From Austin Idol?
No.
Filtration, you need filtration.
Actually, I got mine in 1991 from Adrian Street because he got his from Austin Idol because they were both living in Pensacola at the time. But we'll talk about that at a later time. It was a hell of a thing at the top of the pyramid. It's just at the bottom of the pyramid where the slaves were. It didn't, and
They call me a pharaoh.
The pharaoh. Anyway, okay. The big news. We hit with remarkable speed and accuracy. Official Jim Cornette on YouTube hit 100,000 subscribers.
That's right. Congratulations to us.
Well, I was about to say, you don't say congratulations to your own fucking self. You could congratulate me because actually I'm the fucking driving force behind it. Except
Congratulations.
For any of the technical work, but it's, I'm the fucking genetic jackhammer, back here on this side of it. But we got the 100,000 subscribers. They give us some type of participation medal or something. But where is the cake? Where's my cake?
Well, it just happened yesterday. I didn't have time to organize and find out if any bakeries are open. I could have Travis Heckle draw you a picture of a cake.
I'm not going to take a picture of a cake.
And by the way, congratulations to Travis Heckle as well. He's a major part of that channel alongside you and me. But you wanted...
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, you should get both me and him a cake.
I will ask him. Maybe he could pick up your cake. He's in Louisville. Maybe that'll make things a little bit easier.
Well, there you go.
And you said it doesn't have to be a big cake. It just has to...
Well, now, wait a minute. Hold on here one now. Just back up, cowboy. Put a little hitch in your fucking get-along. Are you going to try now to fucking have some goof drop me off a fucking cupcake on the front porch? You didn't have... Now you're already quibbling about quibbling. Even
no, I'm not quibbling. You said that maybe Stacey... No, you said maybe Stacey would get a slice. And you said Harley Quinn can't have cake. So that means it's just you. How many servings were you expecting to get out of this singular cake?
Singular. Well, now what? I expect a fucking regulation party type cake, a celebratory fucking cake. I don't expect a goddamn Little Debbie snack cake wrapped up in a goddamn plastic wrapper.
And you wouldn't accept a week worth of cupcakes?
A week worth? For whose week?
Your week.
For who? How many? How do you know how many cupcakes I would eat in the course of a fucking day? And if I had access to cupcakes on a daily basis for 7 days in a row, how many cupcakes? How do you know how many cupcakes that would equal that I would eat?
Well, I'm not supplying you with as much cake as you could eat.
You're trying to
period of time.
You're trying to move the goalposts now. I want a celebratory cake, and suddenly it's got all complicated. And suddenly there's offshoots. Well, they're cupcakes. As long as the volume of dough and icing is there, then does it matter if it's cupcakes or a cake?
Okay, well,
or whatever the fuck you're trying to goddamn pull here.
Hypothetically, if I was going to get this cake, what do I say? If I'm ordering this cake, exactly what am I saying? What? You don't want a chocolate cake, which is ridiculous. What kind of cake?
That would be ridiculous to have a chocolate cake because it would give me acid reflux even worse than I've got right now.
So what do I say? To get a cake to Jim Cornette specifications, what exactly do I don't just go, give me a plain cake. What do I say?
What the fuck, boy? I bet you're fun at goddamn family holiday functions and anniversaries with your better half. You goddamn go to a baker. And you find a baker, somebody who you know bakes those cakes with love, puts a real passion and emotion into his work, and he has all the cakes and the pies and the crullers and the pastries and the ring-a-ding-dongs and all the other stuff that they have in bakeries all splayed out across the counters and inside the fucking case and everything, proudly displaying their wares. And you go, excuse me, Mr. Baker gentleman. Would you be able to fabricate a celebratory cake of a splendid nature for my best friend in the world and lifelong pal and business partner who has suddenly reached a plateau of greatness on YouTube? He likes a white cake with white icing. Of course, it can be food colored to be festive in nature. And then be brightly colored to attract the attention of all the people across the neighborhood that he can then say, no, you're not invited to my cake party, Mr. TV announcer.
Food color.
And you would tell, well, you know, the blues and the reds and the greens. And I'll tell you what, I've eaten enough cake in the past, birthday cake with that colored icing, to where when you shit the next day, it looks like a goddamn rainbow of